Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So today, after many hours and hours and hours and a lot of acrylic thrown in the garbage, I have finally made my first serious mold with the XTool P2. Look at this baby, it shines so beautifully. I have spent so much time trying to figure it out because there's very few videos who wants to give the secret on how to use your XTool to make a mold housing so you can pour your silicone in and make your own molds. So if you guys are interested in how it's done, I know a lot of you don't have the XTool, things like that, but if those of you that do have one and want to be able to make your own mold housing of any shape and size that you want that your tool will hold, let me know. I can do a tutorial now that I've figured it out. Like I said, I've been working on this since the day I got the XTool, and I finally got a good one. So this is my first mold. If you are interested in it after you see it, it'll be linked below. So this one measures 7 inches tall by 5 inches wide at the longest points. And I'm gonna pour it for the first time today with you guys. So I'm super excited. It's gonna be an easy, simple, quick tutorial. And unless I have a lot of extras, then it gets longer, but whatever. Okay, so I'm going to make it complicated. I'm not just gonna pour a color. I am going to do geode style. I don't know if it's gonna work. I might even put some wording on it after. I'm not sure. So the colors I chose for my house, since this is the very first one and I want to keep it, are Golden Autumn from Resin Art, Crystal White. This was a gift. Look at that beautiful white. And then instead of just pouring clear in the center to make that, I'm going to put my pot of gold flakes in there because that won't affect the resin at all as far as coloring goes. It's just a flake. So if we see flakes, we do. If not, we don't. It's okay. I don't know how much this holds. Like I said, I'm not pouring water in a handmade mold to test it because the silicone is so sensitive. You don't want to mess it up. And I will be packaging these differently than I do my 3D molds because I don't want any marks getting on them during transit to you guys. So let me get some resin mix up. I'm probably going to just mix up 4 ounces. I'll probably have extra, but let's start there and see what we come up with today. I lied, I mixed up 5 because I got nervous, but I don't think I need 5 at all. So I mixed it and split it. 2.5 for my clear. I always keep half of what I mix up for my geodes for clear, although it's gonna have the gold flake in there. 1 ounce for my outer edge dark color, and then the rest is gonna be the white. Now you don't have to use white, you can use any colors you want, but because my home is rustic and I like the browns and the whites together and the creams, that's why I'm doing it this way. So I'm going to mix together this, like I said, my Golden Autumn. Let me move this out of the way so I don't get anything in here by accident. And I've never used this this isn't really a powder, this is something different, and I've never used it in a geode. And I can't really link this because they are closing shop at the end of, I'm videoing this October 2024. They are closing shop this month, so it doesn't do me any good. And I can't get it anymore anyway, so I'm just testing it because I bought the colors. I just found out about Color Art right when they were closing their doors, so that kind of stinks because this stuff kind of melts right in your resin. So that is this one. And now that I'm thinking about it, this Color Art, well, we're gonna find out because the other color from them stained my mold. Oh my gosh, I hope this doesn't stain my brand new mold. Not that I can't make again, but we're gonna find out if Color Art is going to stain my mold. Gosh, I hope not. Okay, let's do the white. Now I'm going to do a nice hefty dose of mica powder because that gives us a nice striations that I like. You don't want it too thick, but you don't want to go light on it either, or else you're not going to get that geode look that we're looking for. And it's puffing out everywhere. I should have done a tiny little bit in my cup and I forgot because it's been a while since I've been doing this. So I'm just gonna mix it really good. And I will get the bubbles out. That should help. And I know we're gonna have extra. I've never done a geode style in anything other than like a round coaster mold. So I don't know if it's gonna follow the pattern of the cross or not. If it doesn't, we're gonna learn today. And maybe I'll just pour a normal one if I have to see how pretty I can get this thing. This, I'm just gonna dump some of this in here. I really didn't want that much in, but that's okay. Like I said, this won't affect the resin at all as far as coloring goes and striations. It's just a flake foil. All right, I'm gonna throw all of these in the vacuum chamber and get the bubbles out. So I think what I'm gonna do, I put my gold in a paper cup so I could squeeze it together. I think I'm gonna go around the edge with this just to give the other color something to ride on, per se. And see if that gives it like a little crackle effect. I'm not sure how much I need. Again, it's all an experiment. I really kind of want to cover the whole thing so I can get a crackled bottom. But I don't know if I have enough room to do that. Maybe I'll go around one more time. Because it would really be cool to have a reversible cross. That's all I'm going to do. Now I'm going to go around the edge. I know I have too much of this, but that's okay. We got things to pour it in for extras. So this, we're just gonna go around the edge. Okay. Try to keep it even because it will reflect in the final piece. And then here, I'm just gonna go right next to that. Again, you need to keep space for your clear pour. I'm trying to gauge the edges to make sure I have space. And then I'm going to go in here with the clear again. I don't know, this could be a complete mess when I'm done. And then I still have room in my mold. I really should have used the white instead, which I think I'm gonna do. Because this brown is going to take over. It always does. But again, I have never done a cross shape before, so I'm not exactly sure which one's gonna take over. And that's it. It is domed. So I don't want to torch this mold. I don't want to spray it with alcohol doing this technique. So I'll just use a lighter. Now make sure if you're going to use this technique, the geode technique, use whatever resin you have that works the longest. So this one is the epoxy and it works 40 to 50 minutes because you want it to be able to move as long as possible. Now I have a lot left. I probably have, gosh, 2 ounces left, maybe. So yeah, let's pour something. And so that only held probably 3 ounces of resin. So that's pretty good. I think we should pour, let's pour one of my little favorite elk guys with these colors and see what we come out with. So we'll put the antlers in this copper color. And I should have enough to fill it up, because he takes exactly 2 ounces. So I guess, how can I do this? Should I do a dirty pour, or does it not matter? I'm just gonna throw it in any which way. Stick some alcohol in there. Let's start with a little gold. Oh, there's something blue in there. I don't want. Let's just gonna kind of randomly pour this last couple ounces. It'll give me a better idea how much the cross held, because I know he holds 2. This guy might be pretty cool when I'm done. Let me just scrape it out. It should merge together pretty good in here. So, remember when I said it's going to be a short video? Yeah, probably not. That. Just fill them up. So this took exactly 2 ounces. So the cross holds 3 ounces of resin. All right, now we just wait. So I don't know that that copper color is going to do what a mica powder would do. So I'll be kind of upset. I might end up doing it again if it doesn't work the way I think it should work. Well, we'll find out here in just a second. It's cured. I unmolded the elk, which came out spectacular. Look at her. I love this one. I am keeping this one. This one is not going anywhere. I absolutely love it. And here are the antlers, which I did not put on yet. I will finish her in a few minutes. The cross did not come out as traditional like I thought it would. It crackled. I don't know what the back looks like, so let's look. But it didn't do the traditional striations, and I'm pretty sure it's because of the coloring that I used. Well, so the back is nicely crackled. You can barely tell in person, but I could see it. I mean, you could barely tell in the camera, but I could see all the crackling in person. But this is really your up. So what I'm going to do, oh, and it didn't stain the mold, thank God. What I'm gonna do, because I want to see if I can get it to do the traditional geode effect, I have already mixed up some more resin. And I changed a few things. 1, I've only mixed up 3 ounces, so I don't have to make another elk. 2, I'm using just regular everyday mica powder. So I'm using the same white. I'm using Pearl X Super Copper, which is basically looks exactly the same as the color that I poured over there. I'm not gonna pour clear on the bottom because I'm not really looking for the crackle. What I want is those striations to pull in. So let's try this again, and I'm gonna do it the way I would normally do a coaster, and that's just pour your dark color around the edge, and then the white, and then the clear. So I'm changing up a couple things. This is a 1/2 ounce of copper. And then I did 1 ounce of white and 1.5 ounces of clear. So I'm just gonna try to get this in as evenly as humanly possible before I pour in, because I do have to use it since I don't have anything extra to spare. And this takes 3 ounces to fill, so I do have to use it. All right, good enough. And then same thing with the white. And the white is probably gonna end up filling the whole mold, which is no big deal. I don't mind when that happens either. But on a coaster, when you want something round, you do want to find the center when you pour your clear. So I am going to use up all my white as evenly as possible. All right, and then I'm just going to finish it off with the clear, and I'm just going to pour it in the cross shape as well. That way all of it will get that effect when it's curing. Okay, it's full, and I'm going to put you on a time lapse so you can see what it's doing. So what I expect to happen is the white to change spots with the copper, and the copper come in and the white go out. If that happens, we'll see. That's what happens on a coaster anyway. I'm done. You ready to see everything? So if I ever do a video and I like pour the exact amount and I do one project, you guys know that I'm not feeling well, because it's never going to happen. As much as I don't want to do this, it happens every day. Here's a bookmark. I threw some stickers on, put a tassel on, so this is a cute little fall bookmark. And then what I did, well, I'll tell you what I did in a minute, but here's the extras from it. So this is from the first one, the little pendant, and this one is something new I haven't put in resin. So since I hadn't, I wanted to mix it up. So it's gray with all the colors of the rainbow mixed in. It's really, really pretty. And then I had more of that left, so I did 2 keychains, small one and a big one. Same little sparkle dust, but it's not really, it's like a mica powder. This little turtle's been sitting around forever with a shell in gold, and I keep forgetting to fill him up. So I filled him up, put 2 little gold eyes on him. That's pretty much it, outlined him with a gold pen. I didn't do a whole lot to that one. And then more extras went in this cute little snowflake mold I've been doing for extras. And I just added some rhinestones. That one came out really pretty. Here's the back of it. I just kept putting the extra colors in, and that's how it came out. So all the little gold glass fell to the bottom. Didn't like the whole thing, so I added the little rhinestone to it, some around there. So those are really cute. And then here is my adorable little elk. I put a diamond necklace on her, a bow, long, super long eyelashes, and of course a butterfly and rhinestone on her nose, and toenails. So this one is mine. I love her to death. She's never going anywhere. She's mine forever. So look at what I did. This was the first one I did with a crackle. And as I looked at this side more and more, I'm like, I really like this side. Like, I like this side better than this side, because it didn't really do what I wanted it to do. I mean, it could be reversible if you like that effect, but I loved this effect. So I took my gold paint pen, went around the edge, grabbed a sticker, and then I top coated it with tabletop resin, and it cured along with the second one. So I really, really like it. I know you guys can't see the crackle, but it's in there and it looks really good. So this is the second one. I blinged it out, of course, and every time I look for the perfect rhinestone, I feel so blessed because so many of you sent me rhinestones that I never have to buy them. And I always have the perfect color and the perfect amount for whatever it is I'm doing. So thank you to every single one of you who have sent me rhinestones. I love getting them and I love using them. And they're always there when I need them. So all of you who ask where I got them, I can't ever answer your questions because I don't know where they're getting them. Anyway, that's that one. So this is the back. Got a really tiny crackle. I wasn't going for that, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's not great, obviously. This is the finished side. So what do you think? How do you like the new mold? I'm super excited that I finally figured out the mold. While these were curing, I was doing another mold on my XP, or my P2, the XTool, and I actually have silicone curing in it today. So tomorrow, I will show you a new mold that I just made. So if you like this one, check it out. It's in the links. Thanks, guys, for watching and hanging in there with me with all these extras, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.